And we are live.
All right, so this is the August 17th meeting of the Coventry Land Trust. Call to order at 6:04 p.m. And I'll go around the room to get a quorum. To Lynn Carlson,
Justine Johnson.
Elsa Block,
Josh Chase.
Read the grade. Scott Savigny.
have a guest, Pendergast. Josh, can you give us the evacuation construction?
You can either go out the door to my left or behind me to my left and then go outside the building.
So moving on to item 3, we have 3 sets of minutes to approve. First minutes for October 15th of 2024. And I don't think any of you guys were even here, so
How is it discovered that that was not approved yet?
There are a whole bunch that haven't been approved. So I'm just trying to clear the backlog a little bit.
so Josh, can we go ahead and approve them even though we don't have a quorum to vote on them?
So you can vote to approve them if you weren't at the meeting, but you trust that they are an accurate representation. If you don't want to vote on them, you don't have to, but you can.
Okay. But given that there's basically 99% turnover.
Yeah.
I'm the only one here now.
Yeah.
I have a couple changes.
Sure.
On page 2, the top line, there's a typo. I should say, member Carmody mentioned
There's a K.
The K.
Yep.
And then on page 3, where it talks about the land trust status of sort of right just above old business.
Mm-hmm.
It says land trust status. Chair stated that the town solicitor is working on the legal paperwork, but I'm not clear on what that's referring to. Is that the bylaws or is that the status of having us be a land trust?
This was the ordinance that that officially created the land trust. Yeah.
So could we amend the minutes to state that?
Sure.
For long term, we can refer back to that.
Yeah, I can say the chair stated that the town solicitor is working on the ordinance.
Okay. Yeah. The ordinance to establish the land trust as a kind of entity, legal entity, town entity. And then lastly, on page 4, under GIS mapping, it says tabled for next meeting as member Donovan was not in attendance, and I don't know why. I guess it doesn't matter really, but I don't understand why anything regarding GIS mapping would have been tabled for the next meeting. Remember Donovan?
I am not sure either.
So I would almost just say strike that, because unless there's a way for you to quickly go back and look at what
not quickly.
Okay, let's just strike it.
Okay, so I can just have tabled for next meeting.
Sure. I have no idea what I would have done about GIS mapping at that point in time. So on that particular day. Maybe it was something about painting the trees or trail markers or something.
Maybe I can't even think of what Jack would have.
Yeah. I mean, painting the trees is the only thing that he would have done that had anything relative to the GIS mapping, because I was mapping trails at the time.
Yeah,
So. Okay, so I'd like to propose that we accept the minutes of October 15th, 2024 with those amendments in place. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
You have a second?
If we were there. I'll second.
Okay, further discussion? Okay, so as long as you guys all agree that you accept these minutes to be as true as possible, given the fact that you weren't there. Is there any further discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any abstentions? Any opposed? So moved. All right, so then moving on to the minutes from November 17th of 2025. I did not have any changes to these myself. And so I guess, so Justine and Elsa and Reed, you were all here at that time. Did you have a chance to review these minutes?
I have no edits,
No edits?
assuming.
Reed, any edits? Okay. So I'll propose that we have a motion to accept the minutes of Monday, November 17th, 2025, written as is.
I will make a motion.
I'll second.
8 seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Any abstentions? So moved. Okay, moving on to minutes for August 2nd, 2026. These are the minutes that are for the site walk we took at 60 Railroad Avenue, the property of Mr. Dana Pettigrew. We did a site walk. Did everybody have a chance to review these minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll propose that we accept the minutes as, no. Did anybody, no. I'll propose that we accept the minutes as written. And then I'll make a motion. Somebody make a motion.
I will make it.
Seconded?
I'll second.
Is there any discussion about the minutes? Any changes need to be made? Well. Okay, so we have a motion to accept the minutes as written. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? So moved.
Is that?
Is that the way we do it? Hopefully that's the way we do it.
It isn't.
close enough.
Close enough. We're trying. Okay, moving on to 4.1, could we have the treasurer's report?
Did you print it out or send it around?
I think I sent it around. I don't think I printed it out. That was the one thing I
I didn't get it to Josh
Forgot to.
until this afternoon, so.
Can you tell us what it basically says, in terms of what we have, do you have that available?
Yeah, so I did a new format this time, and it has for the budgets, it has the operating budget, which is effective July 1st, and we have not spent any of that yet, and that is $8,077. Of which $1,000 is for secretary minutes, $77 for payroll taxes associated with those secretary minutes, and then $7,000 for professional services. So we have that to spend. And then the capital budget, which was approved at the last town council meeting, which was $55,050. We have not spent any of that yet, but I have on this report breakdown of what the categories that we proposed that for, so we'll keep track of those expenditures. Do you have it, Josh, oh, you don't have your computer, okay. And then I have the ARPA signage for which we still have $708.15 that we need to spend by the end of the year. And then I put a line at the bottom, which could become its own spreadsheet if we start spending this money, which is the Coventry Land Trust Fund balance, which as of the end of July of 2026 is $3.2 $1 million.
Great, so that'll decrease as we spend money out of the 55,450.
Yes,
Okay.
but also will decrease if we get approvals to purchase properties or development
Right, yeah,
rights.
okay,
So keep track of that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Any other discussion about the treasurer's report? Any questions? All right, moving on to 4.2 outreach and volunteer efforts. I'll start with Land Trust Day. Got that set up, or we decided on October 17th, 10 a.m. Halloween. Or some such.
Do you say
That's cute.
Halloween?
How-
Like
That's
owl?
so
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
Doggy,
I'm a big fan
Halloween.
for that
Okay.
name.
Costume party.
Yep.
And Jessica at the library is gonna help us by advertising it in the library's e-newsletter. Cool.
Oh, right.
We need to get her the graphics by September 22.
Okay.
Because that's the deadline she has for printing the e-newsletter.
September.
I did not get a chance to go around to businesses yet, but
Okay.
soon be that.
Yep. And I think Rory was gonna ask for raffle items too, so. Yeah, so if we can get started on the prizes, that'd be great. I also,
What time is that?
we're gonna it's gonna kick off at 10, so we'll wanna make sure that we're there by 9. To get everything ready. I think an hour would be enough. And then, we're gonna need a table again, chairs, the nice new table skirt we have, the magnets and the trifold brochures for the properties. What am I forgetting? that we need?
Buckets for dog treats if we're gonna do trick or treating around along the trail.
All right.
We need a tent? No. I'll bring it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just that.
Might as well.
Yeah.
In case, yeah.
Hesitate with tents because I find them hard to set up, but if you've got one that's. familiar to you.
Look into a photographer.
Yes.
Yep.
That was a you connect?
Was that me? Connection to a photographer.
Making that up. Or was it Rory?
Might have been Rory.
It might have been Rory.
I think it was Rory.
I don't have a photographer person.
I think it was Rory. I don't know. Do we have any updates on that?
I can touch base with her on it if she doesn't make it to
Dad
that.
could not take pictures. Love it. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll do it. But you should be able to, yeah. Instead of getting you out.
Yeah,
And
so-
once you get the flyer, I can forward that to Cody. We can put it in the town Facebook page.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll be willing to do that. And all of the other appropriate posting places.
Our
Okay.
Facebook page. Have you started on any of the graphics yet?
For the Halloween thing?
Yeah.
No.
for Land Trust Day? Okay.
No, I've
So
started on the campaign ones, but not
Okay.
on that.
yeah, so it's just like 8.5 by 11 to put up in Stop and Shop and local businesses around town,
Mhm.
bulletin boards and stuff, and then social media posting format.
Yeah, I guess our next meeting is probably
So
right around when this
Next
is
meeting
due.
is
So,
September 21st.
So I'm hoping actually
okay,
it'll be September 14th. And I'll explain why later on.
okay, I feel like maybe we don't have all of the details hammered out yet for this event.
What other details so it's
Just like exactly, like, if we don't know about prizes, if we don't know like exactly what we're gonna be doing, if we don't, I mean, we can just decide on a name. But I assume we would have that figured out by our next meeting, so I can,
Well, I think we should just go ahead and discuss it now so that we have that.
I don't
nailed
think
down
people are gonna
first.
show up because of the prize, what the prizes are. I mean, they
Right.
either wanna do it or they don't, so can't we just say that
So
there are
just-
prizes?
Yeah, so just generic kind of prizes, raffle,
Okay.
dog treats,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's say
And
a trick or treat, trail walk and
costume contest,
contest.
doggy costume contest.
what
So-
are we officially calling it Halloween?
I think we should.
Okay.
Everybody's okay with that, and I just,
And it's 10:17
10:17
at 10
10
a.m.
AM, yep,
at Whipple.
at Whipple. There'll be a hike.
Okay.
Cool. So some of our raffle items will, well, some of our, well, no, not raffle items. We'll be giving away dog poop bags.
Nice.
Um,
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
okay. Yeah, so just all the different kinds of formats you think that
Mhm.
we can use to,
If we wanna do swag of some sort, they do make the little,
Collapsible water.
no, like the poop bag contain dispenser things with a carabiner that you can attach to your belt or whatever. If we wanna encourage people to use
Yeah.
poop bags, we could give those out and they could have Coventry Land Trust on them. I can look
Okay.
into what those would cost.
that would be
You
fabulous.
know, I wonder if, I guess, I actually don't know. Cause typically with custom ink, the bulk order stuff only applies to individual items. But I'm wondering if I maybe can see if you get any sort of discount
For
for
different stickers
if,
and patches
yeah,
and
if you
maybe-
order like multiple items at once with similar designs, that kind of thing. Okay, I can figure that
I
out.
can't imagine.
Depending on.
Well, it's
yeah.
more just the timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check into that and then,
Okay, because we
oh,
should, we're gonna need to, we should probably go ahead and take a vote tonight, to vote to spend the money on the swag. So that, we don't have to wait until the 14th or the 21st.
Do we just want to
Sure.
have like a spend X
Yeah.
up to X amount of money?
Yeah.
Do we want to do that for patches and stickers too?
Well, I haven't got, patches are next on the list.
Okay.
So. Let's do the vote individually for each thing that we wanna get. And then. If we need to buy them collectively, I don't think that'll matter. So poop bag containers, what do we wanna, with a logo on them?
so I'm looking and it looks like they are roughly. We can spend anywhere from $2.75 to $4 a piece on them with our
Okay.
logo on them.
Okay,
Um,
so let's say 3.5 a piece,
Yeah.
$3.50 a piece. And
let's say we get, you think more than 50 people are gonna show up? Oh, these have a minimum, this one has a minimum quantity of 50, so that's good.
okay, well, it's not to say that we won't be able to use them for other
For
events.
future things, so if you get 150, you get the better price, yeah. But, I mean, there's 3-day super rush available, 12-day rush available, so we don't necessarily need to do it today, but, so
Well,
look at other
yeah.
sites, but if we wanna approve up to,
Hey, I wanna do an approve up to, so that we just have that. done.
okay, so if we
So
did,
$3.50 times. What do we wanna, how many of 150? Unit, 150 poop containers, it'd be 500, that's a lot of money, $525.
Well, but also that's not gonna be accurate, cause you can also, so is this?
there's a
custom?
minimum quantity of 50,
So you can,
but the price is probably higher.
you can. go
Hang on,
back.
hang on, hang on.
You
350
can sort by no minimums.
times 50,
But that's a low minimum.
$175, that's a lot more palatable for me.
So should we say, spend
Yeah.
up to
Spend up to
250 or something?
250 on poop bags, bag containers. I'm okay, so, no, I can't make a motion.
can't, I will make the motion to spend up to $250 to purchase 100 hoop pad dispensers with our logo, with our name on it. I don't know if we can get the logo, but we can get the name on it and to use as swag for the, I'll get the logo if I can. It'll just be the outline, not the colors or anything.
It's just like, it's no colors. Okay,
Yeah. For swag for our Halloween event.
Sorry, what was the amount? Two
250.
Okay, so up to 250.
I will second.
Second. Any further discussions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
That comes out of
So
our operating
moved.
budget, correct? Yeah.
So that'll be taken out of there.
Let me make a suggestion.
Oh no, we already moved.
Not on that.
Oh, okay.
This gentleman is here for one particular
Oh,
thing. And I
I did not realize this.
while we love having you here, I'm sure you
I'm
would prefer.
getting good takeaway things to bring to our commission.
Sure.
So this is valuable. Yeah, Meeting Street would be my,
Okay. Okay.
not that I don't love sitting here listening to all this.
Listen,
'cause it's tough, but-
3 or 4 hour town council meetings.
Okay, duly noted. Thank you, Josh, for
Mhm.
bringing that to my attention. Okay, so this one. So Josh, if Justine puts in an order, or does she tell you?
She tells me
Exactly
exactly
what
what she
she
wants
needs
to
from
order,
the
and then
website.
yeah.
Okay, all right. So moving on to our ranger patches, which I have under outreach and volunteer, because this is a way to increase our visibility, right? So I think, so I went to the High Octane Print Studio, local folks who did our hats. She quoted me 50 patches, the same size as the police patches, 3.5 by 4 inches. $300 plus tax.
Wait, they're not circular?
No,
No, they're gonna be
They're
the
shield shape.
the shield thing. So
Oh.
it'll be,
I can make circular ones, so that would be cheaper.
Because if they were just our logo.
No,
they're circular.
this is the Ranger patch ones,
Oh,
the kids ones.
gotcha. Oh, yeah,
because you made it a shield.
right.
I can make them circular if that would be cheaper.
I like the shield.
Mhm.
I think the kids would like shields, but I don't know anything about
Sorry,
kids.
so how much was it?
50
300
patches
plus
for
tax.
300 plus tax. There may be a charge for art, a small charge for artwork, depending on the format we can provide. They'll be embroidered with a heat applied backing. So it's just a matter of, do we want to go with them or do we want to go with somebody else?
I mean, I think there's a few options, like digital ones that are gonna be a bit cheaper. I was for 150 patches.
Just 50 patches.
50. But I mean, there's the additional element that I know you've brought up, Line, of like spending money on local businesses. So if that's like, if we want to do that,
And we're only
I
thinking we're
have
giving,
no-
I mean, not a lot of kids are gonna complete the thing every year, so this may last us 5 years.
They may.
theoretically, yeah.
At what points, Scott, do we have to get a bid?
It's either over 5,000 or 10,000.
Oh, so
The town
Really?
charter says 5,000 in one area and 10,000 in another, so.
we shouldn't have to get bids for appraisals.
Yeah,
That's
by that
right.
rationale, we shouldn't have to get bids for appraisal, which seems
I mean,
very
it's nice that you do, it's not,
Yeah,
it's nice
mean,
that, you know, when you're spending $300, do you really know you need to go get 3? Probably not. If you're spending $3,000, are you required to go get 3 bids? No, but it might be nice to shop around just to see if there's,
But if we're in a time
Whether-
crunch,
if you're in a time crunch, then
Or if we go for the first one and get an idea of who's affordable and from then on just use them.
okay. Well,
Awesome.
now we know.
Hmm.
Okay, so. Thanks for that information.
so for your patches, you could,
We don't need to
you
get a.
can
we
make
don't
a
need to
call,
get a
whatever
district.
you want to do.
Okay.
I would like to make the motion that we just go ahead and order from High Octane
Studios.
Studios to spend 300 and
I would,
Plus
let's
tax.
bump it up to
up to $400
$400.
on 50 of our custom Ranger patches.
Okay.
I second.
You said up to 400?
Mhm.
That's it.
I second.
Fantastic.
Any further discussion? I'm not supposed to say.
Yes, you are.
That's what I say, so that was a motion, that was second, any further discussion? Okay.
You're good.
All in favor?
I.
Any opposed?
So
Any abstention?
Justine made the motion, Reed seconded?
Reed seconded.
Okay.
Okay, so I will,
Also, I don't know if you fall, this land trust must fall, since it's under the town, must be tax exempt. Town is tax exempt, so
Yeah.
should make sure they don't charge you any tax.
okay, and I think I have scrolled away somewhere the tax exempt ID number in my files.
You should have that though, Josh. right?
Yeah.
So, and he's placing the order anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you the information.
Yep.
Josh. Okay. Okay. Anything else under outreach and volunteer efforts?
Just that I'm working on I guess, wait, is that separate? Hold up. Do we have the, no, the ballot stuff?
Oh, that's later.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's later. Actually, this kind of falls in important calendar dates and outreach and volunteer, so I'll just say it now. Thursday, September 10th, time to be determined, but we're gonna be in the libraries doing most of the work. For a talk by Paul Dolan, Rhode Island Birds, no, Rhode Island Forest for the Birds or something. So the land trust, Jessica asked if we would be willing to co-sponsor, so we'll put all her flyers and stuff on our social media post. Looks to be like a really good talk.
Forestry for Rhode Island's birds.
Yes,
That what
that's
it
it. Forestry for
Cool.
Rhode Island's birds.
That's in this evening.
She thinks between 6:15 and 7:15, but she needed to confirm that with him, but it'll be 6 to 7-ish. Thursday, September 10th. Okay. So. In the interest of letting Tom go home, is it all right with everybody? Do I need to make a motion to move it?
Technically.
Okay, so.
I will make a motion to skip for now to reorder the situation so that we can go to
7.2.
7
5.4.
to 5.4 Soucy property.
Is it down? No.
I second.
Thank
I
Anybody wants to okay, no, so the
Do we have to be?
floor is open for discussion.
Oh, probably just,
I think so. Well, I don't know.
that's fine.
I was going to talk about this, to say that the appraisal is being done, right, Josh?
I have the quote for the appraisal. I have not gotten the letter of engagement. I expect I will get that tomorrow.
Who's this from with?
BBG out of Boston.
That was one of the Nature Conservancy people?
This was, well, because this was for just a, simple, simple purchase.
Oh, okay.
That, yeah.
Gotcha.
I already talked to, but Dan, he, is, cool. The town manager.
Okay,
So as soon as I have, the letter of engagement, I'm walking across the street, to get Dan's signature, and it will start. He said he can get it to us in 13 days.
We've already
So-
voted on moving forward with
Yes.
a appraisal on
Yes.
this property. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
um,
So he knows he's getting it.
Great.
It just I don't have the letter of engagement yet.
uh. Josh, can you send Justine the amount of the appraisal so that she can? put that
Exactly
after-
$5,000.
Nice.
Okay, so the.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
There were two quotes that I got. One was slightly cheaper, but he wouldn't be able to do the appraisal until mid-October. And that would certainly be a problem.
Okay, so our budget said we have $7,000 for appraisals. So if we wanna. We have other properties that we need to appraise.
Yeah. So
We can move our money around, right? I mean,
yes.
There's nothing to say that we have to stick by the exact line items that we put in that budget.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
And so what would happen either way is that the land trust would then vote to pay for that appraisal out of the land trust real estate conveyance tax fund. So you would get that 5,000 back.
Yeah, right, 'cause we know, like,
Okay,
I feel like we
yeah,
are pretty confident in this
yeah,
property.
yeah.
Yeah,
And we don't still have, we've resolved the whole circular reasoning issue with appraisals, or not in writing, but
Well,
theoretically.
I think what we haven't resolved is this cash flow issue, how it affects the approved budget
Right,
versus,
so the 50, out of the
Yeah.
55,000
Yeah.
that we just got approved.
yeah.
But-
But to be fair, it's only gonna become an issue if we actually are able to execute on the forest management plan, the improvements and all the things that are in that budget.
And those, a lot of
and-
those.
well,
things are-
so
Yes.
that would come directly out of the real estate conveyance tax fund.
Which would,
The forest management plan, and all of that stuff.
but as part of that approved $55,000 budget.
Yes.
Right, we're just saying if we happen to exceed the $55,000 of expenditures in a year, because these appraisals are more expensive than what we had planned. What do we do to
So
get?
the appraisal. So I know there were a couple appraisals in the $55,000
Right, there were.
budget.
We set aside $7,000.
Yeah.
In a budget for appraisals.
But we don't necessarily have to use that, because we can take the money out of the real estate conveyance tax on its own as a completely separate
Okay.
action than the 55,000.
Why did we put appraisals in that budget?
I'm not sure.
Because we weren't sure if they were
just-
gonna let it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
weren't sure
Oh,
if they were
yeah,
gonna
okay.
let us.
Okay.
It's an operating budget. Because it's an operating budget.
It's just, okay. Okay,
Can I ask a question?
yes,
It's okay.
Yeah.
So to address the elephant in the room. Was this property appraised as part of the town's full appraisal that just occurred? Do we know that?
We
And
know that
if
there
it
is an appraisal attached to the property card.
I saw it, that's right. But every property in this town should have been reappraised as part of the appraisal that the town just finished.
But is a tax appraisal the same as a market appraisal?
I don't know, I'm not a real estate agent,
I
I'm just
think not.
asking the question. Was the property reappraised at the same time that my property was reappraised and your properties were
That
reappraised?
up last time. Didn't we look
We
it
did,
up on the property
the
card?
appraisal, the appraised value of that property is. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, it's either
487,
478 or 487. One of the two
So the asking price is
is 500
500.
or 4
I just-
99.
I
Yeah.
just wonder why the town is requiring an appraisal if the property was just appraised as part of the
They
town.
are requiring, it is unclear that anybody on that town council knows what they expect from this process. This is the problem, and that's why when Mr. Hool suggested that we should have already made an offer, and we were like, whoa, we didn't know we could do that without going through this whole appraisal process. And, you know, this is stuff that we need to hammer out with the town council, because if they don't have all these requirements and don't expect us to jump through all those hoops, it would certainly, A, save us a lot of time and energy, and B, prevent us from losing properties, you know, that we might actually care a lot about because we're dragging our feet. So,
And spending money twice.
and right,
And we shouldn't have to.
So this is a requirement imposed on you by the town manager?
it is it,
It's not, it's never been written down.
It's never been written down, but in the conversations I've had with him, he feels pretty strongly that the land trust should have its own appraisal.
I guess the question is, it's coming up. I understand the controversy when we're talking about development rights, because there is some question
Mhm.
about how to do that,
Yeah.
right? And so, but if we're doing a flat out fee simple purchase, you know, will an appraisal, is it likely to come back significantly different than what the town has already appraised it for? Because it is, you know, it's just, what is it worth?
Yeah.
It's that, you know,
Well,
so.
I feel like my more important question would be if it were to come back differently, like
Why?
why and which one are we supposed to
What
base
happens if
our
it comes
offer on?
higher than
Yeah,
what the town's appraisal appraises the land at. So if the town appraisal was what's
487.
487. And all of a sudden our appraisal that we're paying $5,000 for comes back to say it's worth $550,000.
We would take his offer at 500.
yeah, I guess.
But what if he accesses our appraisal and suddenly doesn't want to take that?
He says, oh, well, he.
So
appraised it
the appraisal is public knowledge or publicly available. And if he says, I see that your appraisal is 550, I would like that, then that's it's up to it's
We can decide
is-
to recommend or not recommend to the town council.
Well,
that they-
Yeah.
I guess,
proceed.
what if I were to make a motion? Just hypothetically.
Hypothetical motion.
Hypothetically speaking, if I were to make a motion to say, if Josh were to go to the town manager tomorrow and say, hey, if we're actually making an offer to purchase a property, not development rights, but purchase a property, would the town support the land trust in leaning on the valuation that the town has already done
Mhm.
and make an offer based on the selling price at the moment?
Mhm.
And so if he agreed that that made sense, we would rather than getting an appraisal, we would just go straight to making that offer. Because we already voted to get an appraisal, I'm just saying that maybe
Yeah.
my motion would be that that appraisal would actually get set aside if the town manager were to support the idea that the town's appraisal is accurate. But that way we don't have to wait till another
Right.
meeting to
Right.
vote on this, you know.
My whole issue with this is that the land trust is not required to engage with the town manager. We are only required by ordinance to make recommendations to the town council about property. I understand that the town thinks that there's a protocol for us, but the only written protocol we have is to go before the town council.
I guess my thought though, based on the single town council meeting I've ever sat through, is I get the impression that if the town manager, if we were to say, the town manager advised us that this was an okay way to proceed, that the town council would be more likely to approve our request to purchase this land without the appraisal because the town manager agreed that that was not necessary. That would be my only thought. I'm just trying to save us $5,000.
Yeah, no, I know. But now we don't even think we have to get any approval well, at least we don't have to get bids for appraisals.
Right. I mean, we have the money.
I
We
would
can
argue
do
we
this
should
now,
though. I
and
mean,
going forward, question whether we need to get an appraisal to purchase a property that the town has recently appraised, but I'm just trying to.
But I mean, that is what you were saying before was a fair question as far as the two different kinds of appraisals.
Yeah, I think Lynn's worry is that if we get in front of the town council, they are going to say, no, you can't buy this without an appraisal. And I'm only
Not
saying,
written anywhere that the town council can say that to you,
but they have to approve the purchase.
right?
So what do they,
But there's nothing there that says that you have to get an appraisal. I guess unless the town council says, we want an appraisal,
right,
and then.
but if the
That's
town
the
manager
part.
got up and said,
Right.
you know, we have no reason to think that an appraisal is gonna be significantly different than the one done last year.
Yeah, because we just did an appraisal for the whole
Right.
town.
Right.
So that 487 is an accurate appraisal because it was just done.
By the town's own.
Yeah, by whomever did it, right? Maybe
Yeah.
the same $5,000 company. They've done the same thing.
it was, that's, that's not their name. It
I remember
it wasn't,
because I got the letter.
yeah,
I did
it
go out to the website.
it wasn't
check
the
it.
same company that we are getting the appraisal through.
So the reason, in addition to wanting to save $5,000, I was also suggesting that because of your concern that what if the appraisal comes back higher than $500,000 and the seller learns that, and then we're in a situation where we can't get it for $500,000, you know?
Then the land trust is allowed to recommend paying the appraised value for the property.
But we don't want to spend more money than we have to
Right.
either.
So what you can do is you can say that the land trust recommends buying the property for $500,000, or something like if the land trust would support going over this amount if the town council feels that it is warranted due to the high the high value of this property. So there is a way to recommend a particular price and also allow the town council room to negotiate if he says, actually, I want 525.
Do we know why it fell through the
No.
sale? I ask only because if something came up that made
Yeah.
development particularly difficult,
Mhm.
that even if it appraises high, they may have
I mean,
trouble
we
selling
walked it. It
Yeah.
seemed like development would be
Mhm.
difficult, but still, yeah.
We don't know why.
So do we want to stick with getting an appraisal and for the sake of time and
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I think we don't wanna. We don't want to muck up the waters on this one. Let's
when
just get through it. And
when would we
hopefully
have
get
to
it,
put
you know.
the recommendation to the town council?
So the way I've figured it out is if the appraisal gets started this week and we move our meeting up from September 21st to September 14th, that gives the appraiser enough time to actually get the appraisal done, and it gives us enough time to put everything together so that we can get it on the town council agenda on September 22nd.
And do we have, Mr. Hool suggested that this is something we should be able to do. Do we have the ability to utilize the town solicitor to make a contingent offer on the property to kind of hold it? So that it's ours and, pending approval by the town council?
So I don't know how to do a contingent purchase. I
But
mean,
the solicitor should be able to throw something together.
he could. I'm not sure of his exact expertise.
So your concern is that we get the appraisal.
Someone else swoops out
And
and
then,
takes
yeah.
the property. And Hool suggested that we
Right,
should
sure.
have made an offer as
Mhm.
soon as it came on the market.
Right. But I don't even know how does that involve a cost and how does that get paid for and.
Sometimes there's a deposit.
Mm.
But if we make it contingent, it's a letter of intent, I guess, is what it is. It's saying that we intend to purchase this property contingent on approval by the town council at the September whatever meeting.
Which I'm pretty sure, I mean, when I talked to the realtor,
realtor.
I did tell him we want this
Yeah.
property.
And he also, to a certain extent, we're relying on his good faith in what he said, but right now. My opinion is that we have a gentleman's agreement with the realtor that he's not gonna let somebody come in and.
Sure. That's kind of what a letter of intent is, because everybody can bail on it, but it's sort of a.
Right.
It's a written gentleman.
Cause he's concerned for his. For the property owner. In that. We'll drag our feet
Mhm.
on getting things done, and here the owner is, kind of like, well, when are they gonna do this? It's like. When are they gonna do this? And so Josh wrote the realtor a letter that stated each step that we have to take. And the realtor said, okay, we're on board.
Oh, okay.
So. For this one. I think we have to. Until we can codify what our steps are gonna be.
Yeah.
I think, and at the risk of losing it. We'll just proceed with that we have.
I mean, we are moving as
Fast.
fast as we can. I mean, we have, in total, compared to how we used to do it, we've probably knocked off a month and a half to 2 months of our process. just because you're storing at that at the sidewalk.
Mhm.
And the fact that I'm, I have on the agenda that we vote to schedule the public hearing, whether or not we have an appraisal, just to get that started
Mhm.
and in process, so we don't have to wait until we have the appraisal, talk about the appraisal, then schedule it, so
In the meantime, we can be writing up our recommendation.
yeah.
To the town council. and put
Yeah,
the
because
whole packet together.
they would have to have it by the Thursday after our meeting. The full packet.
What's the date on that? If we're gonna go for getting it on the town council agenda for September 22nd.
We
We
would
have
have
to
to
give
have
them a
it by the
packet by-
previous Thursday. Or is it Wednesday? It's Thursday, right?
Thursday, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the 17th, and Monday's the 14th. You meet Monday the 14th. I think that Thursday is the 17th.
Okay. But Justine, I agree, we should definitely have. Oh, we should find out how we get these letters of contingency. And if we can get a boilerplate.
Well, one of the things I
town
think we need to,
solicitor.
maybe it's on your new business, but the idea of inviting Mr. Hool as a real estate person to come in and help us with our process. Or I can just meet with him separately and with our process document and,
Okay.
get his input, but it seems like if people want to be able to ask questions and stuff, maybe he'd be able to come.
Okay. Tom, do you wanna?
I just wanted to mention two things. So, from a Conservation Commission perspective and from a neighborhood perspective, whatever support that you need, whether it be letters or bodies to show up at meetings or whatever it is that you need, you can count on me to work through that with the neighborhood. The Middle Dam Pond Conservation Association is the property just to the north of this property that the town owns. And that association has 15 members, but there's a lot more people in the neighborhood that have a vested interest in what's going on there. And I've walked the neighborhood and spoken to probably 8 or 9 of them myself. So when you look at that Benoit Street area, Meeting Street area, but also the other side. So there are properties on Route 116, Naughty Oak Road, that also have a vested interest in what's going on. And those streets that come down Long Pond Lane from 116. So all of those people have a vested interest in what's going on there. So I'm sure that we could get people to show up at a town hearing or at the next town council meeting.
Yeah.
And if they needed people to stand up, I mean, God knows they let everybody else stand up. We could get a lot of people there if we needed to, so.
That's
And
great.
so there wouldn't be anything on this coming Tuesday's meeting
Right.
for the land trust. It would be next month.
So there won't be anything related to this.
Okay,
But if you could gather the forces to write letters or one letter, I don't know how you'd want to go about it.
yeah, I would say a
Signed
single
by
letter
the
from
petition.
the
People.
Middletown Pond Conservation Association with a backup of signatures
Yeah.
to have the land
Right.
trust.
That we can include in our packet
Right.
recommending the town council buy this.
Hmm.
So in the packet, we'd have, the map and the site walk and the scoring and all this other stuff that we put together. And if we have the letter with all the people who are willing, who support it,
Right,
that would be something that we would include.
okay, so and then you would need that by your meeting on the 14th of September. If not,
I don't
think we need it,
I don't think we need it by then.
No,
okay.
I mean,
But it's gotta go in the packet, right?
Yes,
the
it has to go
packet.
in the
So the
Packet.
17th,
so
yes.
so, okay.
Yep.
All right, so a letter, I could get a letter from the Upper Dam Pond Conservation Association as well, because they're part of the watershed. So when you think about it, the watershed, if you're familiar with the area, starts way up on Marie Drive, which is off Route 116, north of Jervis Street. Because all of that water runs south from that point down. So from there, all the way down through Upper Dam Pond, Middle Dam Pond, this property to the Patuxent River. So I could get letters from the Upper Dam Pond, Middle Dam Pond, and we could start a petition with signatures.
That'd be great.
to try
That'd be
to get
incredible,
that
yeah,
done.
that'd certainly help, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, anything we can include in the packet that indicates that the residents are in support of this.
And Mr.
Must go a
Poole
long
lives
way.
in the watershed.
It's
Negative.
not gonna be our problem. I mean, he made
No,
it seem like
it's-
it's a
no, it's
no-brainer
not.
that we should.
That
have gotten this
explains his
property.
passion.
But that would be, if you could get his recommendation, since he lives in the watershed, that would be.
He
a
may have
plus.
to recuse himself, though.
Oh, yeah, he might.
Think,
I don't
Why
know.
just for living near it.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yes.
but then, so he
I
doesn't
don't
live
know.
in it.
I mean, he's representing
So-
his constituents and.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
okay.
he
I don't know, I'm just tossing that out there that he
should.
might recuse himself, just to.
I think even if we just had a letter signed by the members of the
Yeah.
Conservation Commission and the Upper Dam Conservation people.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Middle Dam since they're the
Yeah.
closest, so. Yeah, and we'll talk about it. We're gonna put it on the agenda we have a meeting at Conservation Commission Thursday night
Mhm.
this week, so.
And then anybody who can show up on that actual town council meeting day to get up on a docketed item and say, I support this. They don't have to stand up there and do anything other than that, just,
Right,
Or they can get up, I don't know, are they allowed to get up as a group? Or one person from the upper band, middle.
And everybody-
yeah, you could have one person come up and say, I've got an army, small army behind me.
Yeah.
We're all in support of this.
Yeah.
This bill, right?
Yeah.
Or this purchase, so.
Yeah. If you could do me a huge favor and send me an email reminding me to put that on the agenda.
Oh, yes, I will do that tonight.
Yes, please do.
All right. I will.
Any other discussion about Soucy property?
No, good luck.
So we're going ahead with the appraisal.
We're going ahead
Yep.
with the
We're
appraisal.
moving, are we voting
It's-
now to move the meeting up to the?
Yeah, so there are two possible things that could happen. We could either just have a public hearing on the 14th, just on this,
Oh.
or we could move the regular meeting to the 14th. But whatever happens, we have to meet on the 14th.
Okay.
I just thought if
Yeah.
we have to meet in the 14th, we might as
Yeah,
well
might as well.
do the whole thing.
So the only question is our availability on the 14th.
What does that public meeting look like? Is that a Zoom call? Is it a
Yeah,
meeting?
it's a public hearing, so it has to be
Reminder.
live on Zoom.
Okay,
But we do it here.
Yes.
right, but it has to be published in the reminder?
Yep.
Like that week ahead of time or whatever?
2 weeks ahead of time.
Process, Okay.
We'd
All right.
rather, since we all have to be here, just move our meeting
Yeah,
personally.
I agree.
Okay. So I'll propose that we move our land trust meeting in September to Monday, September 14th at 6 o'clock to include the public hearing. Can I have a motion?
I would make that motion.
I'll second it.
Second. Any? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? So moved. So Josh will move the September meeting to the 14th.
Yep.
Where we'll have the public hearing.
Yeah, if I could,
Soucy.
I would love to have a separate vote for the holding of a public hearing on the 14th.
Okay,
I will make a motion that we hold a public hearing regarding the Soucy property on the 14th.
I'll second.
Thank you.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? So moved.
That was,
Me.
and yeah.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for your passion plea on.
We can
Oh.
get this done.
That's fine.
Get the arm started.
Yeah.
Take care, boys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so now, okay, so moving back to. Okay, I guess we're done with outreach and volunteer. Right, so we talked about ranger patches, we talked about the bird talk, we talked about the Halloween
Or stickers meeting, what we talked about.
stickers. I don't have anything about stickers. Do we want to talk about stickers related
Are
to?
we doing that and
Outreach.
patches?
That we sure can.
We talked about it.
I don't know that, iOctane Studio does stickers. So I'd have to.
There's I have a site that I have used many times for many stickers that is
Okay.
very affordable.
Is this a logo sticker or a ranger patch sticker?
I mean, it could be either.
Yeah,
Okay.
the idea is this is something
People like to put on.
non-children would
Right.
potentially
Okay.
use, and people do like putting in their
Okay.
models and things.
All right, so I'll propose that we spend up to.
Hold up, I can give us a ballpark here.
This is still under 4.2, right?
Yep, outreach and volunteer, yep.
Theoretically, I can give us a ballpark. Swear I've gotten stone stars.
Yeah.
They probably come in. It's cheaper the more you get.
Yeah, but stickers are never that expensive. Okay, I purchased, let's see. I bought 40 4x1 stickers, which were die cut, which is more expensive. That means like around the shape of a design, but we would probably want that also for around the wings. But they were like $1.10 each, so it was like $43 for 40 stickers.
You probably want more than.
Yeah, that's just like
40.
ballpark of
Okay.
what it would
So
probably be, but like
$1.50 each, so let's bump it up to $2. Times, what do you guys think, 200 stickers? $2 times 200 stickers, $400 on stickers.
let's see, I can just you want how many 200?
Yeah,
All right,
200 stickers.
let me see. Looks like check it in 200. So with 200 3x3, does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Would be 115, 58 cents each.
Oh, well,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll,
So just want to
And
do
that's
like
color, multicolor. Or
I mean, I haven't uploaded a file yet, but this is just you
because
put
we
in
want
like
the blue
quantity and
and
size.
green and white.
Yeah, I would be surprised if it was anything over like 150 or 175.
so I'll propose that we spend up to $300 on stickers.
Okay.
With the logo.
Okay. Do we want to and we want to shoot for 200 of them?
Yeah.
Okay. I will make a motion to spend up to $300 on 200 logo stickers.
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? So
It'd
moved.
be nice to have all this stuff, I think, at our event.
So Elsa, can you go ahead and give Josh the information that he'll need to make that, to place that order?
Yes.
And it may include you having to give him the JPEG or the PDF, the SVG or whatever it is.
I have the JPEG that you gave me for the letterhead.
Yeah,
I don't know if that
I don't know if
I don't know if
that'll
that's the
be-
right size or that'll
yeah.
work or
I don't know.
Yeah, it should be fine. The only thing you have to make sure of they usually send you a proof before they print it.
Mhm.
You just have to make sure that when they send the proof that it is in fact die cut around the design.
Mhm.
Because sometimes if you have a JPEG, it has a white
It-
background.
Yeah,
and
and
so
it'll be just
it'll just be a
square.
square background. So, but yeah, I'll send you the link to this place that I've used. It's
Mhm.
easy.
So Josh, you'll be able to order those for us?
Mhm.
And then all these things are gonna come to you, Justine, as being taken out of our
Mhm.
budget.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Where does the letter fall in here?
It's way at the back.
Which letter?
Landowners.
Oh,
It's under 4.8 was where I was gonna talk about this.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, I think that's where I was thinking it should go.
So, potential property, we move on to 4.3, potential properties of interest. So here we have the Ritchie property. This is the Sisson Apple Orchards. And this is $3 million. Rory and Justine and I have seen the property. We went there with the realtor. It was not a formal site walk, so if we want to proceed with this, we'll have to have a formal site walk and a formal scoring. And so
should
I don't even know what to
Nature
propose.
Conservancy piece?
Yeah, I guess we'll, I don't know what to propose before we discuss, so let's just discuss.
So, I reached out to the Nature Conservancy just because I knew 3 million was all the money we have in the world, and that was not something we could do. And they actually ran it through their GIS system and looked at it and said it actually scores high on the things that make a difference to them. They said they'd be willing to make a grant of funds. Not all of it, but they were wondering if we'd done any kind of appraisal work. So I guess a question that I would have is, I don't know who's talked to the realtor most on this property. Is it you?
I think, I mean, equivalent, I haven't talked to her any more than the three of us did when we were there with her,
Okay,
and I haven't spoken with her since.
because I don't know enough about property valuation. So if we got the property appraised, if they're asking 3 million, right? But it got appraised as, do we know, can we check and see what it got appraised for in the town? Because they may be asking it based on what they know they can get from a developer, which could be quite a lot higher than an actual appraisal.
Yeah.
So, but we could, before spending a lot of money on it, find out if they would consider taking the appraised value. You know, and then if they would, then we could potentially move forward. And it sounds like the Nature Conservancy would want us to be doing that.
Do you have an address?
Have an address,
It's on
but the
cars.
property owner is Ritchie, RICCI.
Living Trust, David, Gino,
Okay.
Michelle.
No, that's not right. Cars Pond, is it Cars Pond Trail? It goes Sisson to,
So Cars Trail is here.
okay, yep, so go a little bit further to the right. Click, see the top center,
Top center.
yep, but that one. Oh no, that's Ferguson. That's not right.
Ferguson.
That's not right. It looked like the right
You
sheet.
sure it's not the south of the road there? I feel like we took a left.
Oh yeah, click
Yeah.
on that one. You have yep, that's it. Zero Cars Trail.
Wait, it doesn't say Richie. Who does it say that it belongs to?
Stukas.
Lucas, is that right?
Patricia A.
Oh,
Ritchie.
co-owner,
Care of.
Yeah.
Richie must be the. Is that the real estate?
The real estate agent is
Okay.
Fatima,
Oh,
somebody.
yeah. So is there appraised
Which-
value on there somewhere? Full market value, 423,000.
It's quite a difference. So I guess the
Is there a
question
way to
then
know,
is,
find out when that was done? Assessed yard. Assessed land value, how many acres is that? Is this the right?
It's 97 point
97
two.
acres. In the world did they get 3 million? Well, assessed,
and she was even asking more, though it's down by. If you looked at Zillow, it's reduced by $100,000, so she was even asking more than 3 million.
what? So what are they thinking? Are they thinking like, what if it was 35,000 an acre? That's probably where they got it from.
Hmm.
But a lot of those acres are not buildable.
No,
So
certainly not near the wetlands and the river, the little stream near that,
Yeah.
you have to buffer around it.
there's like deep valley areas with, that would be a really tough property to sell at that market rate. So
So what do we need to do with TNC? Do we need, are they thinking that they want us to get it appraised?
My favorite.
sounds like it.
LiDAR data.
It sounds like if we're serious about this property, quite honestly, a 97 acre property is more interesting to me than some of the other ones we've talked
Mhm.
about.
Those stone walls?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
What is
Those
it?
are all stone walls.
these are all
LiDAR.
stone.
Oh, I know, that's part of why I love
Stone
it.
walls.
The property south,
Oh, that's so cool.
Josh, the big property, what is that?
Oh, this one.
Yeah,
This is a solar farm and other things.
but who owns it?
This is owned by Green Farm.
Wait, is that? They own a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
And what about the one to the right, that other big property that abuts it?
Specific Properties LLC.
Oh,
Yes.
Mm.
And somehow it's actually the most vague
Yeah.
name.
I wonder.
Specific property.
I'm just wondering about these
Actually, really
abutting
wet.
properties,
That's really wet.
is it? And what about the one to the right, Josh?
The one to the right of
That abuts the original the property, that one, yeah.
Sanderson, Leroy, and Albert.
It looks like they have.
Leroy Sanderson, do they own other big properties?
What?
That name seems
Looks like
really
they have
familiar.
Big farm there, maybe.
Oh, wait, I know Leroy Sanderson, that's why I know the name, because he bales hay.
Okay.
I used to buy hay from him. That's funny.
So I would
that's
think he'd be
interesting.
a person we'd want to target for our letter.
I
but
bet
that's
he'd
another
go for it
discussion.
too,
That's
quite
another
honestly. He
discussion.
strikes me as someone who would want to not have that all developed.
You should just reach out to him
Oh,
yourself.
totally could.
So getting back to Richie, do we want, I guess the proposal then would be that we pay for an appraisal of the property
Yeah.
for outright purchase.
Can we do that before we all score it? Is there any reason why we couldn't move forward on an appraisal based on the fact that 3 of us have walked it and scored it?
Well, yes, because we could end up scoring it too low to consider
Have you guys scored it yourselves at all?
Didn't we?
it.
We stayed in Stearns, I thought.
No,
No?
we didn't. We didn't.
Oh.
Because I knew we didn't have a forum.
Because I mean, I'd be happy to. I don't know.
Well,
I would be
so-
happy to go for an appraisal if you guys felt like it was worth it, just seeing it and then walk it separately.
Well, I guess, is there any way we can find out if there's any point? You know, if it were to
Right.
appraise at less than $1 million, would they consider it? Because that's what it's appraising at.
Yeah.
If they wouldn't,
Okay,
I mean, we're not gonna offer $3 million on something that appraises at 500,000.
all right, so I'll propose that I call the Realtor.
Mm.
And say that. We're considering getting it appraised. But given that the appraised value is. Whatever that amount is, it's on the tax assessor.
Yeah, what did we decide?
Would the owner entertain,
Can you pull that property card?
would the owner entertain selling it for the appraised value? I think she's gonna laugh at me.
Assessed land value.
What, wait. Now I'm confusing myself. Oh, okay.
Total assessed land value is $165,000.
That's where?
And then over here on this card, it says full market value 423.
So that's market value. Are those things different?
A number, apparently.
Is
They
it-
have to be.
So the market value is what, I guess what the appraiser thinks that it could be purchased for, given current market conditions, the value of the.
So maybe mention that, like its market value is listed at 423.
Mhm.
Like if we get it appraised and it comes in that neighborhood, would they consider it?
Okay.
I agree, they're not gonna agree to $162,000, 423 maybe.
But like,
What is that blue?
I saw wetland.
Wetland.
Yeah.
That's the property we walked?
Yeah, so.
I just don't understand, like, I know that they're
It's
probably gonna say
fascinating.
no to
Yeah.
a low offer, but like, I don't understand where they're getting 3 million from.
Well, if I didn't, remember the guy that we
That's-
walked
and
with?
who's gonna offer them that
She
much?
can ask any amount she wants.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, that's what I was gonna say is,
Yeah.
she
But
can
they
ask
say
however
they
much she
don't
wants,
know
and
how
even though
much
she
of
might
that
not
property
accept
is
it,
worth.
the odds that anyone is gonna give her an offer anywhere in that ballpark are so low that I feel like we don't need to necessarily,
Are
you
these-
know,
is the
compromise
is
to
the
what
button-
she's.
Yeah.
So
That would, so that 100-foot,
it's
Buffer
the
would apply.
state GIS.
Yeah.
And how, I don't know how accurate the state GIS wetland mapping is.
It's not, because it's actually, they're just hosting it from the national database.
Hmm.
And the national database isn't very accurate because
But if
They're not
anything,
on
it's
the-
missing something.
they're not
Yes.
on the ground mapping the wetlands
Yeah.
with flags. And
Yeah,
stuff,
they just.
and neither is the state.
But I feel like usually the inaccuracies are that it's often missing stuff.
Yeah,
Usually not the
yeah,
other way around.
yeah,
So
yeah.
this is I'd say a low estimate of the amount of
Yeah.
wetlands on this property.
So that dark patch there could be wet. Or shadows, I don't know, this could be.
I mean,
wet.
all of that around the field at the right, there's like the darker trees there, that
Yeah.
all looks like it could be.
So when we went in, we met at the barn.
Uh-huh.
And then we walked down here through this top field. And then we walked down around through this bottom field and around, and I think.
oh, so we saw a very small.
Yeah, I
part.
think the boats and all the garbage
Yeah.
and stuff was over here.
Yeah,
And then we walked back around, but we didn't see any of this stuff.
yeah.
Cause this is the stream, you didn't want us to go, we couldn't get down in there. So yeah, there's a lot we didn't actually see.
I'm
So that's the.
trying to think of like, I still just, this 3 million estimate is like crazy to me, but with that much wetland, I also have to imagine that there's got to be some sort of buffering that exists, at least for right-of-way access for significant vehicles to get to a solar farm. Like those are not,
They must,
So the access
They're
to
coming.
the solar farm,
is it below? Oh, okay.
yeah,
Or-
it's
Okay.
here.
I see.
Right?
Yeah, it's a
No,
top, there's a.
it's here.
Right, I feel like I saw something up top too.
Yeah, but this is blocked off.
Oh, it
okay.
is,
Yeah.
but it could be.
3 million is crazy for this.
Well, it is because
yeah.
with all that
I mean,
wetland,
pays for it.
the amount
Yeah,
of
pays for it. Who's gonna
development,
pay for that?
developable land there is significantly
Yeah.
below. Which,
Yeah.
and so if you say, if
And
you
what is
only
it
say
right next to the solar
$35,000 an acre of buildable land, it's
Mhm.
gonna end up being much lower.
Well, so we have an argument that we can present to her. To the realtor, again, we can just say, you know, we'd like to get the land appraised, but. We understand the
Well, I mean,
praise,
it's
the
not-
the market value is only listed at $423,000. Would the owner even consider this,
Yeah.
or should we not bother?
Right, exactly.
Okay,
That'd be great.
so I will.
Okay, so
propose-
she's doing. She's saying, okay, so that's just based on,
Unless we wanna move.
every
like, if
acre,
if
Yeah.
the
as
answer
opposed
is
to
yes,
just the
they will
developable.
consider
Yeah.
it,
Okay.
then should we?
Where did the
approve of
30,000 come from?
appraisal
For
tonight?
appraisal. Okay, yep.
where did that number come from?
So,
30,000 is the amount per acre that she's asking for.
so I'm gonna make a
Oh,
motion.
So you don't have to buy it all, and she's offering it by acre?
No, I was just curious how that breaks down per acre.
But where's the 35K that you keep mentioning, where's that number coming from?
That's sort of a common per acre of buildable land going price.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, so, yeah, because right now what she's doing, based on what Josh just said, is
Yeah.
about 30,000 per total acre.
Yeah, and
which
most
is
of it's
not the
buildable.
case.
Yeah. So I guess I would want to make a motion that that if the landowner would entertain an offer in the ballpark of the market value on the property card, that we go ahead with an appraisal on the property.
I think first you have to score it.
Based on what, though?
Who says?
So we are trying to come up with a standard procedure that we have,
Mhm.
which is step one, you score it.
But here's the problem, is we work on a monthly meeting calendar.
Mhm.
So if we were to get together and score it sometime before our next meeting. And also had you know what I mean, like if we wait till the next meeting. To choose to get an appraisal because we are waiting to score it, then we've lost a month, do you know what I mean, like, whereas. If we get together in the next couple of weeks and do a formal walkthrough and score it. And also be moving forward on
Appraisal.
getting an appraisal lined up.
I mean, there isn't anything that says I can't put this out to bid.
Yeah,
Right, so
But
we get people who sign up to appraise it.
Mhm.
And then we're not obligated to proceed with that.
Right,
We can
yep.
just say, well, we decided not to.
Yeah,
Yeah, why wouldn't we just at least have that for next
Yeah.
month?
yeah,
Yeah, that feels.
yeah. I'm fine with that. I'm questioning whether or not per the procedures that the land trust wants to create and stick to,
Right.
can we order an appraisal when we haven't officially done a site walk yet?
yeah, I'm okay with the plan that we get the bids, at least
Okay.
we're saving
Yeah.
some time by
Yeah.
doing that,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
And I think we wouldn't want to make it like standard practice to just every time there's a property before we do a walkthrough, always just get bids on it. But I feel like for a property that some of us have already seen, or even just based on aerial footage, we can see is forest with lots of
Piece of property.
wetland, historical value. Like, I feel like we're not going to use that kind of willy-nilly.
I mean, fact of the matter is, we don't know where the whole site walk process originated. I mean, it's what we've always done, but that doesn't mean we can't change our process. And maybe we wanna, in the future, just do site walks on properties that are gonna have conservation easements. Or just I don't know. But we don't have a hard and fast written rule that says we have to do a sidewalk. It's just the way it's always been done.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean
I mean, it's good practice, it's just a question of, do we want to mandate that it be at a certain point in it?
Okay, so we have a motion that if the landowner will entertain an offer in the ballpark of the market value, we will proceed with getting it appraised. And in the meantime, Josh will go ahead and sort of put it out to bid,
And we should set up a sidewalk.
we'll do a site walk.
I guess we shouldn't sidewalk it again if she won't consider it either.
Right, I don't want to waste our time going out to do a site walk if I call her up and. she
But that's
says-
something like you could text all of us about doing a site, like, right, scheduling a site,
I would-
we don't have to.
I would go through
Yeah.
Josh and say, please, Josh, please ask the members
Okay.
for possible dates for a site walk, and then you guys would have to get back to me.
Okay.
And we'd have to put it out as a
As an official land trust
Yeah.
meeting.
which requires 2 weeks' notice,
No, this is just a meeting.
just a meeting.
Special meeting.
So it's 20 it wouldn't even be that special. It's just a meeting. It takes 48 hours
Okay, 48
notification. That's
48
it.
hours notification. Okay. Okay, so, we have that motion. Entertain it. A motion. That if the landowner will entertain an offer in the ballpark of the market value, we will proceed with a site walk and to get it appraised.
I expect
the
she is going to say no
I expect so too.
today. In 6 months, when the
But-
properties drop
Exactly, yeah.
down considerably.
Mentioning that there's a fair amount of wetlands on there, so,
Yeah.
there's,
He has to know that.
well, not necessarily.
So I will, we have a motion on the table. Do we need any more further discussion?
What exactly is the motion
second it.
on?
Second? Okay. The
There was
motion is that,
so much happening. I kind of
I also am not sure.
the motion is that if the landowner will entertain an offer in the ballpark of the market value of $423,000. The land trust will do a site walk. We'll schedule a site walk and a scoring and get it appraised.
So what is it that requires 2 weeks notice?
a public hearing.
So
Public hearing, so if we were to make a recommendation to do a,
to do the site walk. So Josh has to post within 48 hours of us
Just-
doing a
yeah.
site walk that we're gonna do a site walk.
but a public hearing requiring 2 weeks is a public hearing on what? Like, if we were to,
For example, recommending the Soucy property for the consideration of the full town council. That requires a public hearing.
okay,
None of this that we're talking about now requires a public
Okay.
hearing.
Yeah.
I'm just for the
Yeah.
SOP, I'm just making sure I'm ready to go.
Okay. Okay. All right,
So you seconded it?
Second. Yep.
And first was Justine?
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? So moved. I will call. And I will let you all know through Josh what she says.
She also made that comment that she knows of another property
Yeah,
that,
would be great for the land trust to
and it's
consider.
even better than this one.
Yeah,
Classic.
the thing too that we've already discussed. This property, like the golf course, has garbage on it that we're gonna have to pay to get out of there.
Yeah, but it's not a whole building.
It is.
It is.
There's a whole building?
The
Oh, yeah, there's a
barn.
barn.
The barn is gonna have to be cleared out, if not demolished.
Huh.
Unless
Because
some
there's-
historic conservation group
Right.
wants to take.
It's full
one.
of crap
Nice.
from the bottom to the top.
Fantastic. Like actual literal?
Oh, no, not literal crap.
Just like junk.
Toys and
I wonder,
books. and-
I wonder if there's any kind of
Why?
like
I think they just
reclaiming
put stuff there.
company that would come and like disassemble it for use, you know what I mean? Like barn
Is that even
timbers and things are
possible?
sometimes useful.
Like, is it decrepit?
Structurally, it was okay,
Yeah, yes.
although they wouldn't let us go up.
And they let, all the doors are open, so I'm sure it's infested with
Great
all
stuff.
sorts of animals.
Hey, it's part of our mission.
And there's like baby carriages and,
That's creepy.
No.
That's creepy.
oh yeah, no,
That's
it's really
creepy.
creepy in there.
Those like storage war things.
Yeah,
where
right.
Just
everybody
bid on
can bid and
everything that's
everything.
in this entire barn.
Everything in the barn, they take it all away.
So that, it would cost us some money to make it
Yeah.
a public space.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is the orchard still like in good shape?
I don't think so.
No.
It's-
Still makes apples.
It has, yeah, the trees are still bearing fruit, but it's not being harvested in any way. Okay. That was, any other potential properties of interest? Okay, moving on to 4.4, Coventry Land Trust website page will be easy because I haven't done anything on it. Does anybody want to scold me or?
Nope.
Moving on to 4.5, important calendar dates. Again, I talked about the September 10th bird walk, bird talk, forest birds at the library. And just to have it in your heads, the general election, Tuesday, November 3rd, 2026. So that's an important calendar date. Tuesday, November 23rd. Anybody else have any important calendar dates for us? Okay. Grant opportunities. Reed, you had something that you wanted
Yeah,
to,
I found one on the Grant Watch. Sure. Take a look.
okay.
The
So,
deadline is October 2nd.
Who's it through?
I think it's like Adventure Forever.
Forever.
It's like a
Grants.
private.
Adventure
Yeah.
Forever grants.
Huh, okay. So it's not government grant.
It says it's available for land trust.
Oh, cool.
Grants to USA entities.
Because the last one I did, I was like, oh, this is perfect, but it wasn't
Not
available
available
for
in my
us.
press.
Tier 1 awarded to a limited number of projects that permanently secure or open large tracts of land that are or will be open to hunting. Project
Oh.
submissions applying to this tier will be required to answer additional application questions. Applicants who apply to this tier but are not selected will be automatically considered for the next tier. Tier 2 awarded to all other chosen projects. Funding amounts will vary based on project type, location, balance of outdoor user groups, and other criteria.
So tier 2 has nothing. You don't have to be open to hunting for this.
No,
right?
I just, you get,
Sounds like there needs to be the opportunity for other adventuring. Like
Yeah.
they truly are, it sounds like.
Yeah, but,
the
I mean, we
organization
can-
Wants like use of land.
I think-
for.
so they give priority to hunting, but then if you've applied and you're not gonna do hunting, it sounds like you get bumped down to tier 2.
And tier 2 is what, $5,000 to $20,000?
Like, is this the kind of thing, is this just for the actual acquiring of land, or could this be something that's used to improve like the ability of land to be used by people?
I think it's both.
Cause like we could ask them for boardwalk money. Theoretically.
Who can apply? Land trusts. All grantees must be based in the US, preference given to 501c3, but unregistered groups who have a strong track record completing similar projects will be considered.
Overrated.
How much is tier 1?
Tier 1 is $50,000 to $100,000. Tier 2, $5,000 to $20,000. If your project is particularly time sensitive due to a seasonal window that doesn't align well with our application cycles, please submit your complete application. So it doesn't say what kind of projects. We should do. Or that they, all it says is hunting or other stuff.
There should be another page, right?
Related grants. RFP and supporting documents, contact information. Pre-application information. I don't see anything that talks about like what example projects might be, like, oh, maybe this is a project types, I'm sorry. Acquire and conserve land acquisition, fee simple. Expand access routes, right-of-way easements. Transformative trail solutions, here we go. Trail building and restoration projects that employ sustainable design and pursue novel, innovative strategies to goals assess balancing different user groups and community needs. Designing for mixed abilities, working with a mix of land ownership.
That sounds like a boardwalk.
Yeah, it sounds like a boardwalk. Voluntary private land access. Programs and legal agreements that allow the public to access and recreate on private land. Or grow the community of stewards, programs that engage the community to instill ethos of stewardship through education and inspiration. So it looks like the best thing for us would be to apply under a transformative trail solution. So it would be boardwalks and potentially we talked about putting in
The erosion
Yeah.
control.
the erosion
Yeah.
control or disability access at is it Sullivan? At where that erosion? Someplace we're thinking about.
Oh, was that
Disability access.
was it Whipple? Was it one of the Whipple
Can't think-
entrances?
Can't think
Whipple
where-
on near the Greenway?
Oh,
I might be dreaming things.
no, I remember what you were talking about. Like I know we talked about this, but I can't remember what else.
Yeah, the only things I can think of right now would be the Sullivan entrance off Bramblebush. Where we asked for money to fix that whole entryway. And that could include some way of just, making it accessible to disabled people, but yeah, I don't know that even once they got up that hill, that disabled people would be able to continue on. So. But this doesn't require, we could still ask for the money for Sullivan. To build and restore. A novel, innovative strategy. To resolve the erosion that's occurring at that location. Is that something you'd want to go for?
Why not?
Okay,
All right,
Let's do it.
I'll try and draft something
yeah, if
for,
you could draft
the
something
14th
up,
one.
that'd be great. So we don't need
Because
to make
didn't
a
we
motion.
get, didn't we like think there was a ballpark of $20,000 was gonna be needed for that?
I
Did
don't
we get a
remember what I
plan
put
for that?
I can put it in the budget,
Yeah.
Oh,
we did?
It's gonna be more than that because
Yeah.
they're gonna have to bring in Phil and do all sorts of stuff.
but if we can get, well, on the other hand. So I mean, we put everything in the budget, so it could also be used to fix the ATV damage at Whipple. But
Should we put a quote for that Sullivan thing?
Is that possible?
Like a proposal, like what is it, what are we even gonna do?
Yeah.
also, let's, the budget.
I think the DPW, because I remember I tried to get that in the DPW's capital budget. And they said they do have people who know how to do erosion control.
Meaning,
Meaning it's possible that we could get it done for free.
Oh,
Now, I don't know if it can be done for free this year,
right.
but I don't know if we would have to wait till next fiscal year to put it in their capital budget that way.
We,
But
Yeah.
I mean, if we can get a grant to just do it,
But it's probably easier to get the grant if we had a proposal on what
Right.
specifically what we want to get
Yeah.
done.
Hmm.
So you think there's somebody at Public Works who would look at it and say what should be done? They have an engineer type person?
We do have an engineer um in that office there. I mean, I can start asking.
Because if we could get someone to just like tell us what needs to be done, then we could get a quote for it.
so is this grant is due October 2nd.
Yeah.
So we don't have a lot of time to. So. I put in. Coventry Land Trust Properties, Bowden, Sullivan, Whipple, and Grassett, justification for a cost estimate, trail maintenance and erosion control. I put in
Are there any trails that need to be widened for
$16,000.
better access?
I mean, I feel like boardwalks is probably the best option here.
Yeah.
Unless we can figure out a way to get some sort of quote or idea of what would need to be done and then figure out a quote ourselves for erosion. Like, I feel like we've been talking about the boardwalks for a long time.
So I do have a lot of backup because I had asked the Attleboro Land Trust. He gave me a spreadsheet on costs that they use to develop a boardwalk.
Mm.
So we have that backup if you want to do boardwalks. Okay.
I mean, I feel like that.
Okay, so let's write it up for boardwalks at Bowden. You can read, I can send you the spreadsheet that I have on the estimated costs for all that. He put it down to even the hardware to nail the thing together.
Somewhere I had, when you and I walked it, remember, I wrote down like how many we needed.
Well,
And-
and I have the map that where the two wetland crossings are.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
Oh, perfect. Can
Those
you
are the-
estimate the length of those?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Perfect.
they're in there.
Oh, they're already in your
Yeah, they're in my budget.
budget. Oh,
In the
perfect.
budget, our budget.
Well, that's easy. That's good, because if we do move forward with the erosion control thing, it'd be nice if we had more of our budget available for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Seems easy.
So, let me know when you need that information. Rita.
Okay.
I can send it to you, just because I'm not gonna be able to remember to send it to you. But I have a spreadsheet for boardwalk materials, cost of the decking, lumber, screws, supports, concrete blocks, cinder blocks. And this is relatively recently that they did that, so. And I've got pictures and stuff. Okay, great. So we'll move ahead on that. Writing up that grant. Application. Okay. When is it? Oh boy. Okay.
Speed run, we got this.
Okay. Onboarding materials. It's being worked on. So you guys will be getting a draft of a Josh. And
Oh,
so
what you sent me today for next
for the next
basically a letter of intent
right.
that has it'll prevent what happened with the McGuire property.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys were around for the
think we
McGuire
were.
property.
I don't recall.
Somebody we went through the whole process. It went to the town council, it was approved, and the landowner called us and said, "Wait a minute, the people who are representing are not representing me."
Can't do with them.
Yeah, and
Basically, they
so
were lying, they were
yeah.
fraudulent about trying
So
to
is
sell.
that affidavit that you
Yeah,
said?
so it's
today?
called
Yeah.
an attestation of property interest and authority to negotiate.
that one,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's a big thing. We don't have to, it's just a draft. So anyway, under onboarding materials, I mentioned that under onboarding materials is because I want to include that in the packet of onboarding materials once we've had a chance to edit it and have it run by the town solicitor. Okay. So that's onboarding materials, SOP for acquiring that. Okay, so Justine, this is your letter for the acquisition of property that we want to send out to people who were, if we want just to let them know that, hey, we're here. And I sent you my comments. I don't know if you got any comments back from anybody else.
No, I did not get comments from anybody else, but, my two comments to your comments. I have no problem with switching the order of those
Okay.
paragraphs, that's fine. I will reach out to the tax assessor about this, but I believe, because I read this, I was reading this on other, I looked up a bunch of, easement things
Yeah.
on other sites as
Okay.
well. I believe that their valuation goes down as a result of an easement
Okay.
being on their property, and as a result, their taxes should be lower.
Okay.
So I think we can leave that in. I mean, we're not promising anything, we're just saying
Right, yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
you know, these.
I just don't want them to look at the letter and say, hey, I'm gonna have a windfall here with my taxes getting reduced.
Yeah.
And we don't want
Is
to.
this the updated version?
This is just her edited version.
But this is different than that.
It's because that's got my edit.
She just flipped paragraphs.
Oh,
around,
okay, I
and
see.
Yeah, so this is just her proposed edits. So I'm suggesting that and I would leave donating in, because I believe that we are treated like a 501(c)(3) as being a town.
Okay.
Because we brought that up at one of the meetings with the town manager.
Yeah.
Most people aren't gonna donate
Yeah.
their land, but
Yeah.
letting them know it's a possibility for someone who's had a windfall and wants a tax break, I don't know. I don't think that gets us into any trouble, so as long as we don't like mention any specifics, I think it's okay to leave the possible benefits.
Yeah.
My only thoughts about this were, whereas this is like so minor, but I just don't like the word just but just an invitation. But also, I think if we're gonna have the order switch so that the first thing they read is not something about their property,
No,
like,
that's what she's suggesting we. Put this.
oh, you're, so
This
this is what
is-
it was.
Mhm.
Yes.
This is most recently
Yeah.
edited.
Right.
I concur.
Where's the just?
With the.
Whereas this is not a binding offer. Or did you get rid of it? Which is fine. You had it in the first paragraph.
Oh, I did, so that should now be the second.
Yeah, you got rid of it.
Oh. This is not a
Well,
binding offer,
that
just an
might,
invitation.
those are my edits, remember?
Oh, did you remove
I
that?
might have. But I usually.
That's weird.
Yeah, you had, we are writing to you today to see if you would be open to having a conversation about your property's future. This is not a binding offer, but just an invitation for you to learn about the potential opportunities that may exist to turn whether you approach future owners.
So you just don't like the word.
I literally just don't like the word just,
Okay, you
That's
can
it.
put that back.
So I can put that sentence back in without the just.
unless other people like the just.
No, I don't care.
Doing the important work over here.
I like that.
All right,
Anybody have any other things they want to, because I'd love to have us vote tonight about
yes.
making once those changes are made, this is our letter and we can move forward.
Do we wanna, maybe it's just me being young and dumb, but do we think that the vast majority of people getting this are going to know what development rights sales are? And if not, would it be worth just adding a little sentence or even just a parenthesis?
Well, that's why you suggested the easement flyer of some sort.
Right.
along.
That would be,
Oh, okay, smart.
there's a flyer there's something that the Situate Land Trust has on their website that we could edit with their permission, I guess, that lays it all out in like a quick little flyer.
Oh, okay, great, yeah, I think
I'm
that's
happy
smart.
to reach out to them and ask.
I think that'd be a good idea,
We
yeah.
could do that.
Yeah,
If we could just steal the content and make it from us.
If it's good content,
Yeah,
why not?
because it's very clear what the conservation easement does for them.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to reinvent the wheel.
So I have two changes which were on a previous version.
okay.
I don't know if those made it into.
You want the Mr. gone,
Yeah.
okay, and your email address was not correct?
No, the email address
Oh.
was correct.
Oh,
I just
it's in our
thought
website. Why did you want the website out?
Because we don't have anything about conservation easements on there yet. I mean,
Yeah, that's fair.
oh, okay.
There's no information up there.
But it just says you can learn more about us by visiting our website.
Oh, okay. In the previous iteration, I thought it said you can learn more about conservation easements or something.
No, it's really more so people know what the land trust is about.
Okay.
So I can,
Then
leave
I
it.
can go back in.
Okay, perfect. And so I'll add that, Josh.
Yeah, that language brings you to the old one, which has a link to the new one, but the address for the new one is Garblygook, and so it
Yeah.
is. It's not something you can search for.
Yeah,
Cool.
You can just make a tiny URL,
Just what?
make a tiny URL.
tiny. Okay, I'll figure out.
You
I'll
just
figure out
paste,
how to make that happen to give you a shorter.
yeah, tiny bit.ly or whatever it's called is paid, but tiny URL is free. It's what I've used for other stuff
Is
that
that
we've
in
done.
perpetuity?
It's, I mean, if let's see, if I do,
There's probably there might be a SharePoint too. I've done that one.
I already made one.
Oh, okay. To get
Apparently, yeah,
Okay.
it's literally just tinyurl.com/Coventry Land Trust,
Okay, so that's what you want.
right?
Okay.
Coventry Land Trust. Yep,
So what do I do?
it's tinyurl.com/Coventry Land Trust.
Oh, one tiny URL.com/.
Coventry Land Trust.
Okay.
That
Okay.
solves like 3 problems.
Doing the important.
So
Sorry.
I'm going to propose that we make a motion to have Justine make these amendments to the letter and send it to property owners from our target list.
I would recommend giving the letters to me, and then I'll bring them across the street, and then you don't have to pay for it.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
so I propose that this letter be sent to property owners from our target list. And that Justine will give them to Josh when it's ready to be mailed.
I will make that motion.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? So moved. Okay, so that's done. 4.9 Land Trust Ordinance. Josh, do we have an ordinance signed, sealed, and delivered? Town?
We will as of next Tuesday. So the hang on. So I did have to make a change. Which was I had to take out the part about not going back before the town council for things that they have approved.
Uh-oh.
The reason is we are being treated like a department.
Mm-hmm.
And so all departments, if it's over $5,000, have to go back to the town the council.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
What page is that on?
That isn't here. It used to be,
but where's the part you took out?
the part I took out is 16-5 C. It's on the very bottom of page 2.
All funds for lease for land acquisition or other purposes referred to.
We put in all funds greater than $5,000 per transaction.
That's town
This suggests all
policy.
funds require us to go to it. You know what I mean?
I don't think we need to, because we've already had the public hearing for the advertising.
So what did you take out?
So I took out the part that said that the land trust wouldn't have to go back to the town council to get things approved on the budget that was already approved.
Because we had something that said all funds. Because we said, except for those expenses
That have
previously approved.
Right. But because we are being treated like a department, we have to follow the same rules as any other department.
So does this mean that if we've got our $55,000 budget now?
Mhm.
And we just talked about this earlier, that if we need to move things around, so if we need to spend $2,000 out of the money that we had set aside for a boardwalk, and we need to spend it on an appraisal, do we have to go before the town council to get them to approve that?
No. So if any project you have that is going to cost greater than $5,000, you have to get approval from the town council to
Spend that.
spend that. Just like Scott has to. Or planning has to, or police if they
Go out
want a
to
new.
bid.
No.
Yes.
Yes?
Well, we should go out to bid.
You can get 3 quotes too, it's just equivalent, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
You can do either.
yeah.
But for instance, but it's over 5,000. So you
Yes.
got a $5,000 appraisal, and we're good to spend that.
Yes.
Okay.
5,001, and then you,
Then we're in trouble.
Yes.
so you just ask them.
Everything
a
blows up.
dollar off, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the
Oh, I think. Gotcha.
one of the problems was I tried to get a quicker appraisal, but that would have cost over $5,000, which means we would have actually had to wait until we got that approved at the town council, which would have
13 days isn't bad.
no. I mean, it was the difference between 13 and 10.
Excellent judgment there.
Thank you.
Mr. Jones.
Okay. So we're gonna get we're gonna get this ordinance signed, sealed, and delivered by all these people on here.
So this goes for a first reading on Tuesday of next week.
First reading by the town council? Or
Yes.
by just these folks here?
Nope, by the town council. And then it has to be advertised and then it actually has the public hearing.
So they're not really gonna do much on Tuesday. They're just basically gonna go, okay, this is it. Here it is. That's it. There's
Yeah.
no like public hearing. There's
Yeah.
no comments. There's no nothing. Just introducing this is what's coming up as a first reading. Then you need 2 weeks to advertise for a public hearing. Then a subsequent meeting, it will be on the docket for a public hearing.
So we don't need to show up on Tuesday in
No.
support of
No,
this ordinance.
No.
you can and speak on docketed items, but there's really nothing,
And our not
Gonna
being
happen.
there won't harm us.
just a formality.
Yeah.
To introduce for first
I don't
reading.
want them to think because we didn't show up that we don't care about it.
No, I can't see that happening.
I would be very surprised.
Right.
Doug will be there anyway. So if anything happens to come up, he can.
Okay.
Where is the
He
piece
can speak.
about how we get our money? Is that not in the ordinance?
The piece about how you get your money.
That it's
What do
the
you mean?
50% of the conveyance?
Oh, no, that is in the charter.
Charter.
Yes.
So that is not up for debate,
Correct.
except that it's going on the ballot to
It's
change the.
Yeah,
Right. Anytime you want to change the charter, it has to go for a vote by the town.
So this bill, proposition number 2 or whatever, is about changing the charter.
yes.
Yes.
It's nothing to do with our ordinance.
Don't really listen to this, or at least please don't talk about this in general public, but the way,
We are in a
I
public
know,
Yeah.
meeting.
the way it is worded right now, the charter
Mhm.
talks about the interest being,
Mhm.
should be going into this account also. That is not being brought up for discussion in this. They voted to bring it from 50% to 25%. They
Mhm.
did not vote to change anything else in the charter. Is that correct?
I think so,
Unrelated to the land trust
but I
or
think
related to the land?
I would
The
like
way
to
the
check.
charter is
Yeah,
worded right
I didn't
in,
read
the
the,
interest
whatever
of
language.
the fund
was
should
shown.
be going back into our fund. And I'm just making sure that the wording about that isn't changing in this proposed change to the charter.
You can go back to the town council meeting and look in their
No.
packet for the agenda,
Yeah.
and it would have everything
I
that,
don't think it's said anyway.
Yeah, it's if you go
It
to
was just the percentage.
Yeah.
It didn't talk at all about the interest.
Okay.
then
And I just want
yeah,
to make
there you
sure
go.
we weren't ignoring anything in the
Yeah.
ordinance, but if that's just part of the charter, that's good.
Part of the charter. Yeah. Okay, so. It's in the works, the land trust ordinance. Still. Okay. Okay. Any other discussion about that? I'm not, moving on then to, Mr. Pettigrew's property number 1 at 798 Nicholas Road. The sale development rights. Where are we on the appraisal?
So I got one appraisal back, or I should say one bid, or no, quote, one quote back,
One?
which was for $5,500, and it would take 25 days.
It would take what?
25 days.
Wowza. How many acres is this property? Ish.
And is this,
Like, is that a reasonable quote?
It's high, but it's the only one that we have. Nope. There.
that's the going price for them?
Oh, it's 20 acres.
Well, and there's the piece, that little piece.
Right, yeah. But total it's just over 20 acres.
No. We have to do this, guys.
Yeah.
We just have to do it. Just suck it up and do it,
Now we're gonna have to go in front of the town to get permission to do it.
because it's over.
I think we could offer him exactly 5,000. Is that how it works? Just for this?
Yeah,
Yes.
can you
Can
go
you
back
ask?
to them and say,
Negotiate, say we have to get town permission, if it's over 5,000, any chance you could do it for 5,000?
I can ask.
Could you?
yes. Please ask.
Mhm.
Can't believe you can't get anybody to appraise this property. Only one person willing to go there.
I understand why. Like, what is the? Well,
All right.
Yeah,
So,
ask him and see.
So if they say no,
we just do it.
we're gonna have to we'll have to go before the town council and ask them to approve the 5,500.
Okay. Well,
Mr. Pettigrew is going to be very unhappy. But, I don't know.
Is this the same guy that owns the solar field?
Yeah,
No.
Or like the property that we walked?
yes,
Oh,
David
that,
Pettigrew.
yeah, that, yes. That solar field.
no, that one right
That
there.
one, yeah. Yeah, I thought, let's talk about that one.
So you're gonna
This one,
spend
yeah.
5,000 on an appraisal to get development rights for $5,000?
what?
No,
No,
Oh.
development rights would be more than.
Okay.
yeah.
we're saying,
development
we're
rights
saying
would-
ask if he can do the appraisal for 5,000, so that we don't have to go in
Yeah.
front of the
Okay.
town.
This is the one that has very
Okay.
disparate appraisals, and so
Yes,
we're gonna
okay.
get a.
No, and
It's ridiculous. Okay, so we'll just ask
I
him if he
know
can do it for
that
5,000.
this the first appraisal we got that we already paid for wasn't done the way a traditional one should be done. But I really oppose having to spend more money on a third appraisal.
I think the reason why we kind of have to is because we need to arrive on an appraisal.
Before and after.
An appraisal that everybody can agree is appropriate for a conservation easement. And which is why going with somebody who does this for another organization that routinely has done conservation easements makes sense. Because then going forward, we can say, this is how the appraisal needs to be done. Maybe we can have other appraisers do it if they follow those rules, but.
So now we're in it for 5,000 for this. What was the second appraisal, Josh, that cost us? Was that 2,300 or something? Somewhere around that.
I want to say 1,200, but I'm honestly not sure.
And then we're in it for. Cause the second appraisal was done the right way. But there's no way that Mr. Pettigrew will accept that as the value of the property. Cause it was really low, it was like $230,000.
So if the thing I wonder is if we get a third appraisal, the argument is going to have to be that we have to ignore the appraisal for 200 grand because we don't think Mr. Pettigrew is going to take it. And we didn't like the answer that we got. And I'm not sure that's going to fly. It stinks. But
Okay.
But we also didn't like it because.
The appraiser
Because
never went
he
to
didn't
the
walk this,
property.
we actually questioned the
The
validity of.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
appraisal.
validity of the appraisal.
yeah.
All right, guys,
So
well, so,
just ask him about
Yeah.
$5,000.
Mhm.
And we'll go from there.
and if he says no, then do we need a motion to go ahead and, well, do we make a motion to proceed with the appraisal at a cost of 5,500 to go so that Josh can then go out to the town council or to go out to bid?
Yeah.
We wouldn't be
Well,
going out
no,
to bid.
you
No,
wouldn't
we
have to
just
go
need
out to
go
bid.
in front of
I-
the we just need to get it on the agenda for the town
For the
council
town
meeting
council.
to ask
Yeah.
permission to spend the $5,500.
Yeah,
I will make a motion that we ask the appraiser if he's able to do it for 5,000. And that if so, we go forward with it. If he is firm at 5,500, we will put it on the town council agenda and still go forward with the appraisal.
Second, okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? So moved. Josh, can you let me know what happens with that?
Mhm.
As soon as you can. I mean, that's number one priority for me at this point is to know what we're doing with this. And if the appraiser says if he will reduce it to 5,000, it'd be great to know that sooner than later.
Mhm.
Can we just, given that it's 8:15, can we like look at what's remaining and
Yes.
maybe some of these things we can push to the September 14th meeting?
Yes.
Sorry, we just had visiting instead of last night, so it'd be nice to get.
Oh,
Geez.
Okay, I think we can move through 5.2 Mende really quickly. Josh, is this got the benchmarks in? Is this solid that it's our property and?
It is, I know I said this last month, but I am going to try super, super hard to get this done this month. I actually spoke to Mr. Mende today. Um, I was um, overly apologetic, but
Okay.
yeah.
Well, okay, so September 14th.
5.3 Chapman property. I heard from Mr. Chapman today that he has not heard from an appraiser to go out and look at his property. What's the status of this one?
So I've gotten, I have here, I've got 3 appraisals. Um, 5 grand, 40, 4,900 and 4,800.
Why are these all so expensive? I feel like this is recent that this has happened.
Yeah,
5,000, 4,800, and what was the other one?
4,900.
Huge range, yes.
Yeah.
Great. Lots of choices.
All right, so
And this is development rights. Were any of these the appraisers that the Nature Conservancy uses?
Yes.
Which one?
I got one from the Newport assessors. No, what is the name of that? Newport Appraisal Services, I think it's called, and also a PM Scotty,
Oh, yeah, Peter Scotty. Which one
and
was
then
that?
also BBG. PM Scotty is the low one at 4,800.
I would suggest we go with that one because I know that Nature Conservancy has used them
Oh, okay.
a
great.
bunch and again, I think we're kind of testing the waters here on development, right?
yes,
Evaluations.
and this is this person knows they need to do it with this before and after method.
Yes.
Do we have any issues with the fact that we put in for 3 appraisals on our budget and this is gonna be 3 appraisals.
Well, we didn't actually say a number of appraisals.
Oh,
We said $7,000 worth of appraisals. Now we're already over,
Yeah,
way over.
right.
But if, there's a lot of things in that budget that there's no way we're gonna get done this year.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just not gonna happen.
Is there a reason we can't, like, we don't have to follow the line item expenditures? Like, if we end up spending $15,000 in appraisals this year, is there an issue with that?
Probably, I don't know what mechanism that would trigger or anything like that.
I think
you-
but
we're just gonna go
I
ahead.
mean,
I would say, as long as you don't go over your entire amount, I think you're okay. You just document, well, you spent X amount on appraisal, so you see that that line item is in a deficit. So going forward, it kind of is just a true accounting. So in the following year, you will all see, the finance director will see, the town manager will see, well, if you're asking for, if that line item increases, there's a reason for it because you went over. So as long as you're 55,000, is that what you have?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You do not go over that amount, you can play within the, so just cut elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all. Just
Okay.
don't spend other money on other stuff and
That's why we get a grant for some of the stuff that we put in. our
Right.
budget.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the fact of the matter that when we made this budget, it was the first time we'd ever done one.
Yeah.
And I hope the town council can give us a little,
if we are gonna do the boardwalks, I still think it would be a really good idea to try to get some of the lumber yards to donate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Save
So,
money where we
yeah.
can.
Okay,
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 so
so
we'll-
we need a motion.
I'll make a motion that we go forward with the appraisal by PBG,
no,
PBF, Peter Scotty,
PM Scotty.
PM Scotty for $4,800 for the Chapman property.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Any opposed? Any abstentions? So moved. All right.
We already did the
So-
Soucy discussion, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Josh. That can proceed right away, right?
Yeah.
You can write, like. Just because Art was talking to me today and said, I haven't heard anything, I don't know what's going on, please let me know.
Mhm.
So I'd like to be able to claim that.
Yep.
Move on. Okay, thank you. Soucy property is done. Washington Village Golf Course, I
don't know if we have anything on there, but
Yeah.
we do talk about it on occasion, so I wanted it on there just in case.
Okay. I don't have anything to discuss about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's back on the market or not, but.
Oh.
I guess it
This
was.
Zillow listing doesn't look like it doesn't say under
Yeah,
contract or
Or
sale
something.
pending or whatever it said. So
well. yeah. Okay, so 5.6 Pettigrew property number 2 at 60 Railroad Ave. This is the one we just walked. We need to have a vote on this to say we'd like to move ahead with an appraisal. So.
Why? Are you doing
On appraisals.
We're spending a lot of appraisals. Who knew that we were gonna have this?
just wait till the properties come up in the appraisals. If they say good, you're looking at a lot of money going out the
A
door.
lot of money. going
yeah.
out the door. And a lot of property to,
So that's why you gotta make sure that these are the right ones
Yeah.
yep,
and not the right now ones.
right.
And that there is the capacity to take care of these properties too.
Hmm.
Okay, so what do we need to discuss about this one?
This is. I'll propose that we vote on. I don't know if we even need to.
Should we table this one
Moving
till
forward.
14th, and when we know about these other properties a little bit as far as, because we're waiting to hear about whether that the Ritchie property is even something we could move forward on.
Yeah. I hate to table it.
It's only 3 weeks.
But Josh, can you move forward with getting bids?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, can you move forward with getting bids for an appraisal for the Pettigrew property number 2 at 60 Railroad Ave? That way we have the bids in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that, and when they come in, then we can,
And that way, if you
decide on,
answer and say we're good.
and we'll have a better idea of what those are gonna come in at.
Mhm. Right.
Okay.
Okay. All right, property management, I'll just go down through my litany and you guys can jump in at any time. So I don't think any of these are gonna require votes. Well, one does. Whipple, just to let you know, I was out there, 8/16, usual amount of trash, no major downed trees, lots of cigarette butts at the bench. At some point, we may want to try and get a no smoking sign up there, unless we feel that's just inviting people to do it and throw their butts on the ground. But I didn't have a chance to clean them up while I was there, but try and go out there. Some of the diamond trail markers need to be replaced. The yellow ones in particular have faded so that they're no longer visible as being yellow.
The plastic ones?
Yeah, the diamonds on the red ones,
In
and
months.
it's just the yellow ones.
You can
so-
just-
The ones that
Just
you
paint them.
like put up last
Yeah.
year?
Yeah.
Let's just paint over them and
So-
taking them down.
Did we put up white ones for a
Yes.
white trail?
Yes.
There's an answer. Never mind. Erase that. The white ones are supposed to be there. Never mind. All right, I guess I was gonna ask if someone can be in charge of starting to look into getting the ATV damage fixed. I've got a starting point as a phone number, Akil William, for someone who might be willing to take a look at it and give us an estimate on getting that.
Well, I already had somebody take a look at it, but
Oh,
we
you
have to
did?
decide what it is that we want done. If we just want them moving earth, or if we want to put in some sort of engineered preventive strategy.
So,
Like if we put gravel down there, would that solve the problem? Because that makes it not fun.
yeah. I think we wanna have,
Does it?
at least, I think we wanna have somebody give us some options on.
Mhm.
Like putting boulders up. When they come down the hill, they come down the hill and then they hit the flat area with the parts that they've dug out. If we can just have big, huge boulders dragged in there so that they can't move them around. But I think we want, what I'd like to have happen is for us to get somebody out there to look at it.
So I took somebody out there to look at it.
Okay,
I think he was just planning on filling in the dirt. The problem is gonna be access, like even getting a
Right.
bobcat there is
yeah,
not
it's
easy.
trouble.
He'd have to go in behind
Mhm.
Planet Fitness
Mhm.
and come down that
Mhm.
way
Mhm.
is really the only accessible way, because
Mhm.
the other ways have boardwalks and things.
Okay,
And that's why this
And
is.
there's even a bridge, even the parking lot on 117, you have to go over the bridge.
Yeah.
So the only way to get there without going over some sort of wooden structure is to go in behind Planet Fitness and access it that way. And even
Yeah.
that trail is pretty narrow and steep. So we're not gonna get a giant bulldozer in there. So I don't know if moving a giant boulder is even an option. That's why I'm wondering whether bringing in, it's gonna be tricky to bring in any.
plus do you wanna put anything that obstructs a pathway?
Yeah.
Well,
I would hesitate
there's,
to obstruct, not that none of your paths are completely ADA accessible, but you don't wanna limit accessibility even more than it is.
well. So the concern here is that if we spend money to have somebody fill in and level that all out, it just gets dug back out again. So if we don't have any preventive measures at all,
True,
we're just wasting our money getting it fixed.
yeah,
So we gotta do something preventative. I guess what I'm hoping for is that somebody we take in there can give us some ideas on what they can do to prevent.
I mean, I can ask the Ocean State Bobcat guy
Okay,
if there's anything he would know how to do. I'm
Okay.
happy to get to talk to the other person, get
Okay,
ideas
yeah,
from them
get
also.
ideas
You
from
wanna
him
send
also.
me their,
Keel, yep, Keel Williams.
your number?
Yes. 401-226-7571. He did all the tree removal and stuff on the Pettigrew property,
Okay.
so he
Oh, okay, I knew that.
Okay.
sounded familiar. Okay, how to do that?
he may not, this may not be in his wheelhouse, but
I'll give him a call, I'll
yeah,
describe
Okay.
the access a
Okay.
little bit and what
Yeah.
that looks like and have
Yeah.
him meet him there if he needs to see
okay,
it.
great, thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just to get us
Yeah.
some idea of what can we do? We've got something like $12,000-15,000 in the budget to get this fixed. And that was to include some sort of preventative.
Yeah.
I also wonder, you said you're talking to the Situate Land Trust about something?
Mhm.
I wonder if they've had any issues with ATV stuff and if they have any,
Yeah,
if they've like
Sure.
done anything that's been
Okay.
successful. To prevent it, not just to fix it. Okay, cool.
And, anything else about the goal? Anybody wants to talk about? Grasset,
What is up with your
Justine,
pen,
I'm
dude?
gonna,
I don't
gonna
know,
go
man.
back.
Keeps
Yeah,
like
get
exploding.
scheduled on that. Bowden. Now, okay, so my idea was we needed to appoint somebody to be in charge of starting the boardwalk construction discussion. I guess
Still need to get a forest
Reed, you're gonna
management plan,
do
right?
that with the,
Yeah,
yep, okay,
Cool.
and Troop 11, Boy Scout Troop 11. They were at Whipple the other day, and I asked them, do you guys do boardwalks? And they said, well, we don't, because they were the little guys. But he said, talk to the troop leader and maybe 11, and they'll be able to help. And there's also going to be an issue of the wetland permit. So we're gonna need to have knowledge of what we need to do. So it's again, this is just background research. What do we gotta do to get these boardwalks built?
That would be DEM.
And the forest management plan, this is the vote, right? So we have to vote to go ahead with the forest management plan. It's already in the budget. So I'm going to propose that the land trust employ one of the two vendors who submitted forest management plan quotes.
Of course.
Our budget allocation for this is $4,000. And the two quotes came in at
2,200
And
and 3,900.
I would propose that we go forward with the Echo Woods Forestry. I felt like the description was a lot more comprehensive and it is substantially less expensive.
There's something I just briefly looked at this before I came here, and there was something about this one that I liked as well, so.
It will be done a lot faster.
Yeah.
Wait,
That
what?
was the.
Well, assuming he can stick to the
He's
same
done.
Well,
schedule.
he's already
Yeah.
beyond the
we're-
date, but the other one was for
Yeah.
December.
And he may even say, well, you guys, this quote isn't,
Quotes usually are good for 90 days.
so-
So yeah, it would be. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
It
this
would be
quote
out.
isn't. This fully says quote valid until
where does it say?
5/25. So,
So. What do
That-
I mean, if
520, so it's good for 2 weeks.
No, it was a good till May, we must have submitted for it and.
Oh, I submitted, yeah, the
submitted on the
date
mail.
is 3/11. I thought that said 5.
Oh, that's 5/11. You submitted it 5/11. The quote was valid until 5/25.
So, yeah. only
And then
gave us
he
2 weeks.
delivered by 8/15, so maybe it is a 3-month delivery, so maybe this isn't gonna be any faster.
yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be. And I think with the amount that we are spending on appraisals right now, I think saving an extra, what, 1,700?
Well, if
Yeah.
this is still valid.
If
Right.
it's still valid.
So should we
I
make,
can check with him.
should we make a motion that if this quote is still valid, we would like to move forward with the forest management plan by Echo Woods Forestry?
Mhm.
I will make that motion.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? So moved. Echo Woods. Yeah. Still valid. And Josh, if it's not still valid, can you get him to redo it?
Yeah,
So that he has, I mean, and, when he could do work now that we're running out of summertime.
mhm.
Okay. Um. The other property management I wanted you to talk about was Stella Hall. I was at town hall today doing research on the deeds and stuff, and I have all the stuff I think I need so that we can go ahead and work on getting that under the public trust. So I've been doing the research on it to have that happen. We'll table my discussion of Sullivan. So we can move on. Anybody else on property management? 6.2 GIS mapping, I have nothing. 6.3 wildlife cameras, I'm meeting Art Chapman on Thursday to go recover the ones from Stella Hall. New business for discussion or action draft bylaws.
Can we move the new business to next time?
Yeah,
Is that okay, since
yeah.
Sure.
nothing's pressing?
I do, okay, so we'll table draft bylaws, we'll table Stella Hall Conservation Area Public Trust. I do wanna have a vote on the signage.
On the bylaws, I don't want to extend it anymore, but do you have bylaws?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
do.
Yeah.
Voting what about the?
They're old and they require things like I have to mail the agendas to each house.
Yeah, so they need a good
Yeah.
refresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so I guess 7.3, I wanted to have a discussion about whether we're gonna put lawn signs and other advertisements or whatever
campaign things.
to vote to reject ballot number 2.
So here's the problem. The land trust as a body of the town council can't actively vote or can't actively campaign to go against the town council. As people, you can do absolutely whatever you want.
Okay,
But as the land trust, as a town organization, it looks real bad.
okay, it looked bad.
Yeah.
So I
So
was
just,
at the Board of Canvassers today and she told me that we can do it.
so I would
There's
just like
nothing
to
against
suggest
it.
that if there's no problem here, I'm fine, and I don't know if we probably shouldn't even then vote on what the signs look like or whatever.
Right.
So I will pay for them, Elsa will design them, and we'll do those as individuals. And we can bring some if people here want to put them on their own lawns or put them where they want. But I also think as individuals, probably the greatest impact we can have is going on the town website as individuals and posting opinions and getting that way.
Yeah.
That's gonna get a lot more traction than.
That's just like talking to other people in town who will then talk to other
And
people.
I'll show up the election day and sit out there with a sign, and other people can do that too, so I think we'll be fine.
I have to agree with Josh. I think putting signs like that on town land
Yeah,
is not the right move.
Right.
No, it wouldn't be
But
on.
we're not
But
gonna put them on town land.
No,
But
it
your own
would be
personal
our
properties,
property.
you totally can, as citizens of its
But even
town.
as land trust,
you
we
totally
could go
can.
around as land trust members and ask residents to put them on their lawn.
Oh, absolutely,
On their
yeah,
personal
just not
property.
on any land
No,
that is
no.
under your control, care.
should we, if we
control.
go door to door and ask specific people, should we say, we are part of the land trust, would you mind putting this on your land, or can we say, we are trying to support the land trust, and would you put this on, I as an individual, I'm trying to support the land trust,
Mhm.
would you put this on your land?
Yeah, it's not like you're getting paid to be here.
Mm.
It's
No,
not
I'm
like
just
this money,
saying
I
that
don't
we
think there's
probably
a
should
conflict
not
of
say that
interest
we're
there.
representing the land trust when we.
Yeah, I
ask
think,
Yeah,
you
I-
could be going around as an individual
I-
that supports the land trust, yeah.
I'm-
I understand it's sensitive and that's why I
Yeah.
wanted to bring it up,
Yeah, I'll design these ones, so it's November 2nd,
November 3rd.
3rd, okay, sorry. So I already started designing a few, I'll make some poster style ones. and sign style ones that we can, as individual human beings, have.
Thank you.
Did you, as an aside, and I really want to get out of here, so I'm sorry to bring this up, but, were you going to put on the Town of Coventry land, Facebook page that we're looking for more land trust members?
So, I think I sent that email. I will make sure I did.
You can also post it, I don't, have we done this already? On the,
On our, it's,
Not
it's,
recently.
no, on the Coventry,
The
where everyone's like-
Facebook page.
no, just like the
the
literal
public
Coventry
site, yeah,
public
but
one.
he was gonna put it on.
No, but has anyone put it on the public? Because we might as well.
Yeah.
You think that emu was found? Sorry. Did you see that? Did everybody see that? Anyway, there was a
Emu?
post on the Coventry
emu.
account this morning that was like, anyone lose an emu?
Yeah, so there's somebody.
There's a picture of an
said it
emu
was
in the
at
woods.
Animal control. Off of
Oh, good.
I mean,
today.
Mother was like, are you
guess.
sure it's not a turkey? And I'm like,
So,
I'm pretty sure that's not a
take motion
turkey.
Yeah.
To adjourn,
I move that we adjourn this meeting.
Second,
all in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Opposed,
Grandparents.
meeting is adjourned at 6.
Sorry, we